You know what they say about sequels. It's always hard to top the first one. But I'm back again. I'm talking about I'm gonna try it, man, because I left some meat on the bones and my mama didn't raise me like that. Let's get it. All right, first off, again, I gotta say thank y'all for tuning in, subscribing, liking, sharing, following, whatever y'all doing, man. Hey, we got some uptick here now, y'all, and y'all rocking with your boy. I appreciate that. I think I'm at, as of the time of me recording this, I'm at I think 188 or 89, something like that. So come on, let's keep on going, tribe. I love y'all. I appreciate you, man, because y'all doing it. But if you're new to this or if you haven't subscribed yet and you've been watching, go ahead, please hit that like, subscribe, follow, turn notifications on. Y'all holding me accountable, and I'm actually making these things, you know, on time. And guess what? Your boy clocking in early these days. So hey, let's get it. Y'all helping me out, man, keeping me honest. But enough of that. We talking about the DJI Pocket 3 yet again. This bad boy that you see right here. Y'all already know I love it. If you haven't seen my first video, go back, check it out. I will appreciate that. But I went over a lot of details in those or features that it has and the reason why I like it. But this video is about some more cool reasons why you need to have it as a content creator. And I'm going to show you some like little tips and tricks. So that's what we're going to get into. But first, there was a firmware update before the video that I made last about the DJI. So I want to go over those features real quick because they actually add some really cool things. So if you haven't, please update your DJI Pocket 3 if you have it, and get the new features. And to do so, this is how you do it. You want to make sure that the extended battery is on the DJI Pocket 3 because that also is going to be updated and you don't want to have to do those things twice. So go ahead, hook that up, log in to your, load up the app, the Mimo app, and it should, once it connects, automatically do the firmware update for the Pocket 3. Go ahead, do that. For the DJI mic, I already did the update, so I don't want to redo. So I'm gonna just tell you and kind of walk you through it. For the DJI mic 2, what you have to do is you got to take it, hook it up to your computer with the USB cord connection right here. Download the software and the firmware. I will have it already linked in this bio because it is trash to me how to find it. You Googling, just if you're watching this video and you need that update, go ahead, get that update right now in the bio. But once you do it, you have to take it and put it in the root menu of the bin file in the root menu of the DJI Mic 2. And if you don't know what the root menu is, honestly, I didn't know. Only reason I'm telling you is because I just found this out within the last year, of course. But, you know, when I first saw root menu, I was like, what the hell they want with root menu? That's basically, as soon as you double click on it, once it pops on your computer, that's the root menu. So go ahead, drop that bin file in there. And that's that. But when you're done, as soon as you unplug it, turn it on, let it sit kind of by itself. It's going to do an update automatically. It's going to be flashing red and green lights on this side. Again, I don't have the video because I did it already. But just let it do its thing. It's going to flash red and green while it's updating that. And when it's done, it's going to turn back to blue. And once it's blue, you all good to go. So and then you can get going. Now, enough of that. The features. So what it added is actually pretty cool. The first major thing that it added was the D-Log M to the 120 4K slow motion mode. So now you can go in and keep the look consistent with your other footage. So it's, you know, before you had to have, some of it was D-Log M, color log, you color graded, but then it was baked in colors, you know, with the 4K 120. Now that doesn't matter. The next thing that it does is it gives the ability to have built-in audio backup. So not only can you record to this, and I'll get to that in a second, but you can record internally to the built-in mic. And so kind of how the advertising is to get that ambient audio file and source when it's kind of sitting away from you, but then also you know, having that backup, you know, as an option. So I think that's very dope to have, you know, both backup and audio. And the cool thing is it's built into the Pocket 3. So that's really dope. Now, both of those two features that I mentioned don't work in low light mode. The one with the backup audio doesn't work in 1K 420 also. So keep that in mind. Just something that you want to kind of be aware of. There are a few more updates, but to me, those are like the big ones that I feel like, you know, most people are going to be using. So I kind of want to put that out there to you. So make sure you do that. Then you can have fun with the Pocket 3 that I absolutely love. And these are some features I'm going to talk to you about why I really, really love this. And I'm going to start with that mic because last time I started with the mic, but I didn't really go into the mic. This mic, I'm going to take the windshield fuzzy thing off. And just to be transparent, the audio is coming from the Rode Wireless Pro, not this, because I'm going to be using this. Now, the cool thing about this microphone is I like the look of it. It's see-through. I don't know if you can see that. It's see-through a little bit. You see? Really dope. I don't know. I like it a lot. It just looks cool. But this thing is actually really, really functional. And the first thing is, I don't know if you all know, but you can use this as just like a regular field recorder, okay? So all you got to do is if you power it on, you know, boom, you're going to feel a little vibration. You see the blue light come on. Now it's ready to, you know, it's turned on. So if I was to turn on the Pocket 3, it would automatically connect. But in this instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the record button right here on the side. There you go. My bad. I don't know why I did that. But you see the light come on? Boom. So now the light is on. So now this thing is recorded. If I wanted to, I can just talk my heart away, you know, and pretty cool. Again, if you are a content creator, this is honestly one of the dopest pieces to this is that you get a recorder right off the top. Even if you like, your audio is going to be good. Not that little $12 thing people be getting on Amazon, man. Like don't even get me started on that bad boy. People be doing this to the mic and they sound bad anyway. Now let me go ahead and turn on the Pocket 3 so that we can really get into some of these features. All right, there you go. Now it's turned on. Look at that. See, I got 40% battery left on this thing, and that's pretty good because I haven't charged it. Not really even a feature, but that I really want to talk about. This battery is pretty good. Anyway, let's get into it. Now, if you are a content creator, there's a lot to go along with doing that. You know, you got to start, stop, pause, play, get your settings right, all kind of craziness. This little microphone is not just a microphone, y'all, that records 32-bit flow. On the side, there's a little link button right there, right? There's a little link button right here. And if you press that button, I'm going to press it. I can't do it. It's hard to do here. Boom. But if I press this little link button right here, I'm going to go ahead and tap that button. I don't know if you heard that, but the DJI Pocket 3 is now recording. So you can start and stop. Watch this. Boom. And you feel a little vibration on here that when it stopped recording, this stops recording on there. So if you are sitting far away from it, man, what a lifesaver. You could just start and stop, have this thing kind of right there clipped on you. Boom, boom. Keep on going. Love it to death. So one really functional piece. So that's really the microphone that I kind of want to talk to you about. I'm going to set that down for right now. Let's move on to the Pocket 3 itself, because I told you about the features or some of the functionality of it, but there's some cool features. So there's this creator piece right here, the little 3 buttons. I don't know if you can see, it's hard to see. I'm not going to do that, but I'll have B-roll up there. But on the side, the left side of the screen, there is like this little up, down, left, right type thing. And when you tap that, you actually get 3 modes. One, face auto detect, which is simply enough. If you have that set turned on, you press start. Now, what happens is this thing will automatically try to find you as long as you're in the center of the device, and it will lock on once you hit record. And now, no matter what, face tracking, y'all. Pretty dope. But now here, it gets even better. because when you face track on this, you're in the center of the screen. If you don't want to be in the center of the screen, a cool feature is if you move the joystick to the left or right, not only will it keep you focused, but now the focus is shift to that side of the screen. So you're going to stay right over there. So if you have something that you want to show kind of like from this angle or whatever angle you're trying to get, you can do that and stay focused right there. So pretty dope. And of course, if you double click the joystick, it's going to recenter you and put you back in the middle. And the face focus will, I think it tries to record, it doesn't, but or capture you, but boom, you're back in the center. So pretty dope. That's the first one. The next mode, I'm not really sure what this mode does. I know what this feature is. It kind of frames up. It's called dynamic framing. So basically when you're a photographer, you know, you kind of get the rule of thirds, you get your little loopy thing so you can kind of frame up your shot. That's basically what it does, and it keeps you in focus in that mode. Not something that I really use with the video, which I probably should if I'm being real. Because like right now, I know I'm kind of like off to 1/3 of the shot, which I know that's what I want to do, but I don't know how that will work on the camera, the Pocket 3 right here. So that's why I personally don't use that. You might though. So look, I'm just giving you the facts here. Then the last one is probably my favorite because it gives you a creative element that you can achieve with a big gimbal, which I did the review on the DJI Gimbal 3. I forgot the Anyway, this is called Spin Shot. And what Spin Shot does is it literally takes the gimbal, puts it straight up in the air. I'll do it here. You get two options, 90 degrees or 180. I always like to choose 180 to get the biggest rotation. So I'm gonna show you this right here. So you see the gimbal is pointing straight ahead as I do this. What it's going to do is going to actually rotate that gimbal 180 degrees, give you a dope shot. I'm going to demonstrate it here. Trick though, hit record before you do it. But then also you can hit on the screen is the little rotation, and you can see that this thing is rotating right to you. You see? Pretty dope. And it rotated 180 degrees. You hit stop and you get some pretty dope footage of what you got going on now. To rotate it back, I always do like the little rotation to flip it back around. You can easily take it out of that mode when you're doing it. You just hit the little third button again, hit exit, and then now the gimbal kind of goes, it stays right there. But if you double click, boom, now it's back to normal. So there's that mode. Pretty dope. I think as a creator, you're gonna be doing so many cool little things with it. There's some more features that I kind of want to show you, and it has to do with like flipping the screen around and selfie mode and things like that. So I told you last video that you can have it where the gimbal faces you and automatically does a bunch of stuff, but it's actually really cool because when you turn on that, you can have it set up where the gimbal turns on and automatically starts recording whatever direction that you want it to. So if you want to power it on and it just starts shooting, you can do that. Also, you can set it to, if you flip it around, have it go into selfie mode, it'll automatically face detect you at that point. So really cool features, especially if you are doing a content creation. I think that's really cool because like for the flip and start recording, it's a quick moment. A lot of times when we see something, we're like, oh man, let's get that. And so it's really cool to have that turn on and go for you so you don't miss too much of the shot. But then the selfie mode, most people, if you're gonna get this, the point of it is a selfie camera. So that's really cool that it can track you in that mode. Now, one thing, speaking of selfie, a lot of times we're gonna be doing vertical video. And when you're doing vertical video, I didn't mention this in the last one, but I think it's important to know that this thing, when it's in vertical video mode, it doesn't shoot 4K, it shoots 3K 30. And which is not bad. I think a lot of people, you might hear it and be like, well, I want 4K. Most times when you load up these videos to social media, they're going to dumb it down anyway. They're going to put it in, I think, 10K 30 frames or higher is the best mode or something like that to kind of get, you know, the best image out of it. So shooting in 3K, not a big deal for you. Even when you swipe up, you still get the option to shoot 4K, 3K, 50 or 60 frames a second. Which brings me to my next point. The next point is now with 1080p in the webcam mode, you can actually shoot 1080p 50 or 60. That was part of the firmware update, and I kind of waited to tell you that because again, the webcam feature is actually really cool. You get almost all the features that you get out of the Pocket 3 you can use on webcam mode, which is really dope. Now having a higher frame rate, you just get even better pictures. So your team's call is gonna be lit now. But it's really cool that you can do those type of things. And then one last thing, and I know I'm kind of like rambling on here, but I kind of wanted to get this out because y'all need to know this, man. Like you need to know this. The last thing I want to talk about is really, let me grab it again here. That's what she said. The last thing you want to do is on this, I mentioned the pro mode and I didn't really go too far into pro mode, but there's some really cool things in pro mode. And that's just a swipe from the right. And then, oops, I didn't even do it. Swipe from the right. And now when you flick on green pro, you flip on pro, you get some really cool features. Exposure mode, you get white balance mode, you get the glamour effect. I told you about that. That's really done inside the Mimo app. Color, how you want to do your color. If you want to do H-log, D-log, HLGMC, sorry, D-log M, or normal color where it just shoots and kind of bakes it in for you. And then the little image adjustments that you can make. But the big one here that I want to talk about is the focus mode. Now, there's 3 focus modes that you wanna that are in here that are pretty dope. The first one is continuous, which by default most people are probably going to use continuous focus, and continuous focus is exactly that. It just focuses all the time. The next mode is single. So basically, if you have multiple things in the screen and you want to focus on one thing, it'll focus on whoever is like the closest or one single person thing in the shot. So that's simple enough to understand. But the cool thing, again, in the mind of creators, right? Ease of use, and now adding something that you might not have had is what's called product showcase mode. And product showcase mode is really cool because what it does is it adds that bokeh effect to your shot and to your image that you might not know how to get. The camera's AI or computer does it for you automatically. And what it does is it's simple. It just focuses on whatever is in frame first. And I know it's called product showcase, but you don't have to showcase a product. You can showcase whatever you want and it will capture that and blur out the background, which I think is really cool. So when you're trying to do be your own videographer and director, you want B-roll or some stuff, you get some close-up shots and you can really get some nice effect. And all this is done by you, a person who just started, you know, a year ago, right? You can get all these dope shots. So product showcase mode is really one of the dope, cool little tricks about this thing that I absolutely love. You gotta try it. You just gotta try it, man. Like it's one of those things I absolutely love. That's all I got for this one. Not too long. I know I was long-winded, but not too long. Didn't keep you too much. So again, more reason for you to go out and get the Pocket 3. I stand on the fact that I think this is 2023's best product. And I say it because I'm like, oh, there's so many dope things, man. And I absolutely love the Rode Wireless Pro. That is like a 1A, 1B situation for me because it done changed my whole workflow. I don't have no boom mic for 2 reasons. 1, it costs too much. And 2, I just like the Rode Wireless Pro. So one day I'm gonna get a boom mic because boom mics do sound good though. They fire. I'm not even gonna hold you. They fire. That is gonna be a separate video because I don't know which one I want to get. I'm leaning towards the Rode NTG3, but then also I kind of want the Sennheiser. I seen it and I heard it, That thing sounds like music. But again, I digress. Go get the Pocket 3. This thing is for you. And now, some good vibes. I'm gonna tell you like I always tell you, man, I appreciate y'all. I hope your 2023 and beyond is going great and will go great. We only got a few more days left in this year, 2023, at the time of this video. So make the most of that, man. Be great to yourself, man. Pat yourself on the back. You made it this far this year, man. And if ain't nobody told you, I'm gonna tell you, I love you. I appreciate you, man. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Now, I got a notification. I don't know if y'all heard that. But until next time, I'll see you. Peace.